What's up, everybody, and welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about what's going on with Mafia 2's Remaster and Mafia 4. So this is kind of going to be adding on to what we talked about a lot about yesterday and 2 days ago, leading into Jeff Keighley's, obviously, the announcement that was yesterday. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, again, what's going on with these two Mafia games. Really, really quickly, though, just like I said in yesterday's video, I do want to bring attention to my second channel. I cover games there. Same kind of thing as here, just additional videos. I'll leave it in as a link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. So many of you have, and I really, really am grateful and really do appreciate it. And again, it's there for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. So, okay, Mafia 2's Remaster and Mafia 4. So, they're both very much real. We know that, right? That's, I mean, if you're late to the party, right? That is two things that are at this point in the gaming industry, there's a lot of worst-kept secrets, right? But these two are things that are very, very clearly happening. Now, okay, leading into the, yesterday's announcement with Jeff Keighley, we knew to keep expectations low. I said that, right? We talked about that. I made that predictions video, and I said, what could it be? Well, it could be a remaster or a remake of a popular title back in the day. What fit that bill was Mafia 2's Remaster. That was definitely one that you could have easily seen be slotted in, and the more you look at it, so what did we get? We got the Tony Hawk, right? We got the Pro Skater games, 1 and 2. That's pretty much exactly what I said. Now, it wasn't Crash, it wasn't Mass Effect, it wasn't Mafia 2, but it's right along the same kind of thing where you could, and in my opinion, and we're talking, obviously because of this video, we're talking about Mafia, I could see Mafia 2, just jumping right in and filling that spot. But what are we left with now? Well, we still don't have the announcement, right? But things are very much happening. The Twitter is now active for Mafia, right? That they're tweeting. Now, they didn't tweet anything yesterday, I believe, as in terms of, I guess, when I'm recording this video. I am recording this video yesterday, but obviously we have the two tweets that they had tweeted back-to-back days, and then obviously they've stopped. Maybe they'll keep going. Maybe they're taking a day or two off, but clearly something is happening, right? And we know 2K Games is part of Phase 1 of the Summer Games Fest. Now, again, keeping your expectations low, they're doing, Jeff Keighley is doing a interview, kind of like online show thing, whatever it is, today. He's going to be doing something today. Now, what that is, I mean, I'm not even going to make it a guess at it. I'm going to keep my expectations literally at zero. I'm going to almost pretend like it's not happening at all, and then when it does happen, if it's something that's interesting to me, that'll be a big surprise, right? But Mafia 2's Remaster, again, now whether it's Mafia 2 or whether it's Mafia in general, it's happening. It really is happening. It's been rated twice on the ESRB, so it's got ratings in different parts of the world. It's only a matter of time until we get the announcement. Mafia 4, same kind of thing. The question, again, I guess would be, does 2K, what do they do? Do they have enough where they have an online showcase? I really, in my opinion, I don't think they do. There's so many of these companies that I have actually said, hey, yeah, I do think they have enough. Ubisoft, EA, Square Enix, even Square Enix, I think, has quite a lot of stuff where they could do an online show, right? Square Enix, Warner Bros., all these companies, I think, are all very good examples of companies that, yeah, you do have enough. You can kind of put together your own online showcase. You do, picture what Inside Xbox, picture a state of play, picture those things. That's what these companies can do. For 2K, do they have enough? I mean, they have BioShock, but do you show the new BioShock game yet? I really don't think you do. You have this. You have the Mafia games. You have Borderlands, but I mean, Borderlands 3 is continuing to get DLC, but do you have enough to, you know what I mean? Do you have enough to do that? Really, the biggest thing 2K has right now in terms of things to announce is Mafia. Mainly, I'd say Mafia 4. Mafia 2's Remaster. I'll tell you this, to be honest with you guys, the more I talk about it, the more I really want that. I want that kind of tomorrow. I want that immediately to play it, to get into that world. And I do think it's important that they have that come out. And I think that's ultimately why it's they're having it come out, right? You get into it, you play Mafia 2, you relive what many, many people think is I know people, there's a lot of strengths of Mafia 3. I've said that. I know a lot of people have said that as well, that, it's not all bad, okay? Now, again, for me, from my personal experience, I didn't love the game. I just didn't fall in love with it. It wasn't a game for me. Am I excited for Mafia 4? Oh, absolutely. I absolutely cannot wait for Mafia 4. And again, the more I talk about it, really, if you asked me 3-4 months ago if I'm excited about these games, I would have told you, yeah, not really, because Mafia 3 disappointed me. There's really no reason. But the more I talk about these games, the more I'm pumping now, is that a bad thing? Probably. But the more I am pumping myself up on these games. But Mafia 2's remaster is something that I could really see coming very, very soon. Now, Mafia 4, we kind of have assumed, I think we've even heard in the past, that it is, like, it's going. It's getting, like, there's a lot of work being done on this game. Is this game a fall game? I really don't think so. I think Mafia 2's remaster is a game that could come out very, very soon, like sooner than a lot of people think, but at least before the end of this year. For Mafia 4, what did we talk about yesterday, right? If Mafia 4 were to be announced, I really don't know if you'd see more than just a trailer, more than just a cinematic trailer, and maybe it says 2021, and then over time, over the next several months, over the next year or so, we get more information, every step of the way to Mafia 4. I could see that happening. I think that makes a lot of sense, but yesterday was disappointing. We knew to keep our expectations low. I tried to set them as low as humanly possible. I guess I just kind of wanted a remaster or a remake of games that I personally am really, really in love with. I get the appeal of Tony Hawk. I know people love those old school, the old school skateboarding games. In fact, I actually have played them myself. I really do like them. We have to move on now, right? We have to move on. That announcement was not the greatest thing in the world, but again, I think it served its purpose. It served its point, and it fulfilled. To some, the people that are into Tony Hawk, those people got pretty much what I had said a group of people were going to get. If it was a Crash game that got remastered, if it was Mass Effect that got remastered or remade, whatever word you want to use, a select group of people would have liked that, and then other people would have said, it's not the game, it's not the franchise that I wanted to be redone. You know what I mean? So, there was obviously the opportunity there to lose it, so that Mafia was not the one that was going to get announced, but we got to move on. Phase 1, like I've always said, things are happening very, very quickly, right? Jeff Keighley's got the thing later today. Sony's going to do a state of play centered around Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff happening. We're only halfway through May, and we know that the rest of May and June, there's going to be a lot of things in that time. The thing, I guess, one of the things that I didn't even realize is wasn't Ubisoft on Phase 1 of the Summer Game Fest, and we know that they're going July 12th. They're going to do their online show. Now, does that mean that, I guess you could say, well, Ubisoft already went because they did Assassin's Creed with Microsoft. So does that mean that technically the Ubisoft, and I'll explain why I'm saying this in a second. Does that mean the Ubisoft online show that's July 12th, does that mean that is actually part of Phase 2? That they're going to, that when Jeff Keighley does the new graphic for Phase 2, Ubisoft will be on that as well? I personally think yes. I think yes. And again, why do I say that? Well, we're trying to figure out when Phase 1 ends, right? Because that ultimately gives us a really good indication of when this is happening. Ultimately, I think 2K is just going to do its own thing. They'll announce it. Or this Twitter for Mafia, one of these days, we could just get a graphic or, just a random tweet that says, whatever date. Like, it just gives a date, and it says, see you there, or it gives, another word that connects to, the Mafia games. Something like that. I could see that. I could see them dropping, June 22nd, and then it had, and maybe, an icon, or maybe, a picture, or, a teaser image of something. I could see that happening, and that's when it would be. But, again, when is the cutoff date? I still think the cutoff date of Phase 1 is the end of June. I think July is part of Phase 2. I really, really do. The only way to prove me right on that is for Jeff Keighley to do a Phase 2 graphic and to have Ubisoft on that as well. Because if Ubisoft isn't on that, then that means that July 12th is still part of Phase 1, which means really this Mafia thing could happen. It could really get stretched out, and I don't want these things to be stretched out. Ultimately, when you have the Twitter handle going like it is, and again, yesterday they didn't tweet as of, I guess, when I'm recording. Maybe they have today, maybe they have this morning, maybe they will later today when this video goes up. We can't predict the future like that, but they've tweeted twice, and I think that is the start of something. I don't think you tweet twice and then just drop it and never come back to it, right? I really do think something is going to happen very, very soon, and I honestly do think that. I think very soon. I hope that it doesn't stretch into June. I don't really like the idea of, again, the Twitter coming back to life, but then having to stretch it for a month and a half. Even if you just want to do Mafia 2's remaster right now, and Mafia 4, say, something went wrong, or maybe everybody was was wrong about it and it's actually not being, or, you know, whatever the case may be, at least Mafia 2, but again, if you're going to remaster, and even weirdly more, if you're going to remaster a very specific game in the Mafia franchise in Mafia 2, then it's got to be a setup for a future. Like, you don't just remaster Mafia 2 just because you feel like, I mean, you can. That can happen, and games have done that before, remade or remastered, but most likely, and in fact, from all the stuff we've heard, it's because they're getting ready for Mafia 4, which is also in development. So I hope both of these come at the same time. Although I have a funny feeling, like just a weird feeling, that Mafia 2's remaster may be separated from it, where we may not get both these announcements on the same event or same day, or same whatever thing 2K does, or even this the development studio, Hangar 13, whatever they do, or if it's even Hangar 13 making the remaster. By the way, I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. If they do that, if they do a specific day for something, I could see it where they separate these two things and they're not announced together. But I really think specifically Mafia 2's remaster is very, very close. So guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Were you disappointed yesterday by the game reveal? What do you think's happening later on today? When do you think we're getting the Mafia 2 remaster or Mafia 4 or both, right? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up, and obviously if anything happens Mafia related, I'll absolutely be covering it here or on the second channel. Again, the link will be in the description below if you guys want to check out that second channel. Just gives me more ability to be able to cover it. If something happens, we can kind of double up here and on that channel as well. Okay, thank you again so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.